Hey everyone, welcome to a new video, welcome to my channel. My name is Micah. Today we are going to be talking about something a bit different because this is my nail polish collection. Hi, I have recently gotten back into doing my nails after almost 3 years of ignoring it. That doesn't mean that I didn't take care of my nails, I just wasn't putting color on them. I was just going in with like cuticle creams and filing them down and sometimes wearing a clear polish. And I thought that today we could talk about everything that's here. This is the result though after 2 declutters. So I did a declutter before I moved, which is up on this channel, so I'll make sure to link it. And I definitely had a lot more because I keep them in these Helmer drawers by IKEA. And I used to have one IKEA drawer set completely dedicated to nail polish. So there used to be 6 of these drawers. So my nail polish collection used to be twice as big. So I definitely decluttered it once. And then last year I did another declutter when I wanted to move these drawers into a different part of my home. And I just felt like because I'm not doing my nails, I don't want to own a lot of stuff. And I feel right now that where it's at, I have a really, I'm now rediscovering all of this stuff. And I feel like I'm at a very good place when it comes to my nail polish. And I did buy a couple of shades because I felt they were missing from my collection. But that's only something I discovered when I started doing this again. So I want to go over everything that's here and also tell you a little bit about my sort of nail polish history, my nail polish journey as we're going along. So I hope you enjoy this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Let's get started. So I moved the drawer that we're going to talk about to the middle, and this is the most boring one, so I'm going to start you there, and we're going to finish with this one. So 1, 2, 3. That's how we're going to do it. This is my nail care / top coat drawer, and this used to be far more extensive. That's how it used to stand, and I was able during my last declutter to condense all of that down to one drawer. I was pretty proud. So what do we have in here? We have, you're looking at the end of the drawer here. This is the start of the drawer. So what I've been doing now that I'm doing my nails again, I keep the things I use the most at the front. So right here, we have sort of the nail care bits that I use every single time I do my nails. This is quite new, but I have a cuticle remover. So this is by Sally Hansen. So I use that. My favorite top coat is the Sally Hansen Insta Dry. This is my favorite quick drying top coat. It just is. And then I have the Sally Hansen Diamond Shine base and top coat, which I use as a base coat. I believe I used to use something differently, but I don't remember what it was. And then I have Orly Bonder, which is a great one if you want to make sure your nail polish doesn't chip. So I use 2 base coats, then I put on color, and then I top it off with a top coat. And one of my more recent purchases is this, the Moisture Rehab by Sally Hansen, because I feel that now that I'm doing my nails again, they are starting to get a bit dry. So I like going in with something like this before I put on nail polish again, just to give them a bit of extra moisture. Other nail care bits that are in here, these are things I just, some clippers and files and things like that are in here. And I've got my pots of nail polish remover, which I like. So this one by Bourjois, I cannot currently find anymore. This is a very old one. So I decided to go with one from Ethos instead. Let's hope that works. And then I have a nail polish thinner. And I have the Sally Hansen gel top coat because I've got a couple of these gel things. And I decided to keep it in here, but I don't use it on a regular basis. And then these are 2 polishes or nail care products by Trend. This used to be my favorite brand, and I no longer owned anything by them, so I decided to go to my drugstore and pick these up because it was buy one get one free or get one half off, something like that. So I bought the nail repair and the nail balsam. And then I have a foot file over here, which we're not going to mention. I have just some regular nail polish remover here, and then I have my glass file, the big one. I have a small one for my purse, and then this is looking a bit gross, but I really like this doe foot that's on the end for pushing back my cuticles. And then we have top coats, and top coats used to be my life when I first got into seriously into nail polish a few years ago. I decided to just keep my favorites because I also had a bunch that just didn't do very much. So I felt that a lot of the top coats I owned were a bit, you know, sheer or sparse, or they weren't really my kind of colors, you know what I mean? So I felt that it was time to only hang on to the things that I truly liked. So if we start over here, so I've got two of these L'Oreal ones, and L'Oreal also used to do ones with flowers inside them, but I got rid of those. These are just the, well, polka dot ones. So I've got black and white, and I've got red, white, and blue, because these are the Dutch national colors. So that if I want to, I don't know, prepare for like a game or something like that, then at least I have a top coat that can help with that. I also have this Maybelline polish. This is from a limited edition collection that they did years ago. I do have to say that because I didn't do my nails for such a long time, a lot of this is old, you could say, but of course nail polish doesn't really expire a lot because it's such a chemical thing. This is in the shade Knitted Gold, and I've always liked it because it's like a rose gold, but with a green tinge to it. It's a very unique shade, so I kept that around. I also have this polish by Golden Roses. This is the Jolly Jewels nail lacquer in the shade 106. And I do really like this because it's got the green, the gold, and the purple. This goes really well with something, for instance, like I'm wearing here. You put on a purple like this, and then for an accent nail, this is a really nice one. Then I have Essence Cool Breeze. So there's a lot of Essence and Catrice top coats in here because they used to do the most amazing top coats. I kid you not, they used to do that. This is like a sheer blue-green, but with like larger round specks of glitter. It's really pretty. And then I have this by Catrice. I definitely remember buying this a little bit later on. So this is definitely a bit newer to me anyways. I haven't used this much. This is their Dazzle nail lacquer, which I don't think they still do. And this is in the shade Rose Quartz. Oh yeah, it was limited edition, it says. Was part of their Dazzle Bomb collection. And this shade reminds me so much of an OPI polish that went bad on me, which was Teenage Dream from the Katy Perry collection. And I have been looking for the perfect replacement ever since. And this is that, at least the best one I found. I also have this Berry M polish. This is one of their, what were these called again? These were limited edition to Superdrug, I believe. I must have picked this up when on one of my trips to the UK. It only has a number. It says E334. I also have some indie polish. I didn't really get into indie nail polish brands. This is by a brand, I think they were Dutch, called Let It Glitter, and it's called Christmas Eve. And this is just a perfect nail polish around the holidays because it's got little silver stars and then green and gold sparkles to it. Very unique in my very extensive collection that I used to own. And then this is one of my favorite holographic nail polishes. This is the Essence nail polish in Night in Vegas. A limited edition one by Essence. This is in Icy Fairy, and it's a very cool toned, like lilac-y shade with silver sparkle. So I also have some Catrice polishes, and these are actually full-on glitter polishes. These were part of their luxury lacquer line, which I don't think they still do. The darker one is called Plum Fiction, and the lighter one is called Let's Get Lost in Vegas. I remember these chipping really badly, but if you want to go for a very strong glitter polish, these were some of the best ones I tried. And then Catrice did a, well, holographic limited edition collection a few years ago, and I got a bunch of those. So that's what these silver ones are. I've got $1 Million Baby, which is the perfect sort of like blend between gold and silver. They did Space Cowboy, which is like a really dark blue shade. This is one you can wear on its own, but it works as a top coat too. And this is not from that collection, but it's Holo is the New YOLO. And this is a flaky top coat, which again, I didn't need. Like if I have this, I only need one flaky. That's how I thought. Then I have Holo Que Tal, which is a, well, it's not truly holographic, but it's a nice duochrome with like a pinky purple flash. And then the Godfather of Pearl, which is very similar to Holo Que Tal, and it's more of like a blue tint with silver sparkles. And this, I believe, are the leftovers of a collection that I bought in full. This is when they first did their luxury lacquers. They first came in the round packaging. And this is in Bridesmaid, and it's a textured, isn't this the textured one? I think this is one that dries to a texture, because these all had different textures and things like that. And from that same line, I also have Glitterama, which is a nice bright green. And then I have from their holographic line, I have Plum Me Up Scotty, which is a nice purpley holographic kind of shade. And then I have 100% real. Oh yeah, this is the sand texture. So these are also textured, but they're a bit chunkier. These just have a gritty texture when it dries down. And then this is also from their luxury lacquers line, but this is from the Chameleon collection, and this is the duochrome in Chromeo and Julia. Let's talk about some things that are going on in drawer number 2. This is where we get into color. So like I mentioned, this drawer is nail care and these like glittery top coats. Here we also get very quickly into favorites territory, because I just have some like random brands like over here. But then we have my Essie collection over here, my Berry M collection, and my China Glaze collection. So let's start right here. That's closest to me. So I still have some regular Catrice polishes here. This could have probably gone in the other drawer. This is in their Moon Rock limited edition. This is called Magical Blue Light, and it's like a purple with gold bar glitter. So that's really pretty. We have this one, and this one is by W7. Again, I used to own a ton of these by W7. They used to do a lot of these like glittery top coats. This is in the shade Moondust, and this is the only one I kept around in the end. It's a really interesting shade. It is a glitter polish, I have to say, but it's got like bluish purple with a red running through it. It's definitely something differently and unique. From Max Factor, I don't have a lot of red polishes because I own this. This is one of my favorite red nail polishes, even though I don't wear a lot of red nail polish. This is their Glossfinity lacquer in 85 Cerise. And then, of course, one of the biggest hypes in nail polish land was Unicorn P in a bottle, which I believe was originally made by Clarins. This is the Max Factor version of it, which I believe is the one that came closest, and it's called Fantasy Fire. Then we have a Revlon shade. This is from their Perfumery collection. So for a while, you had this hype of scented nail polish. This is in the scent Autumn Spice, but this is a very like black and bronzy kind of shade, but with a lot of like bronze gold sparkle running through it. It's a really pretty one. I really like wearing this in the fall time. And then we have my little leftover Catrice collection. I used to have tons of Catrice collection. I used to have tons of Catrice nail polishes, I should say, like almost a full drawer of Catrice, and this is what is left over the years. And most of these are older, and that's because Catrice's nail polishes have gotten more expensive over time, but the quality has definitely gone down. So a lot of these are from some of the very first nail polishes that I bought by Catrice, and these are the ones that I think are still the most unique, which is why they got to stay. But a lot of the other polishes I had by the brand, I had in better formulas, so that's why I got rid of those. What Catrice sort of made their polishes famous is doing dupes for very famous Chanel polishes. This is Captain Sparrow's Boat, and it's a dupe for Graphite by Chanel. This is one of my favorite toenail polishes. This is Virgin Forest, which is one in part of one of their limited edition collections. This is another Chanel dupe. This is a dupe for Berry Doe, I believe. This is called Genius in the bottle, and it's one of those oil slick shades. They kind of did the same thing, but then in like more like a cool toned version, cool toned oil slick, you could say. This is Iron Mermaiden, and I believe this is the shade that everybody always went gaga for. This is sold out forever, and that was a very apt name because this was always sold out, because this is similar to Chanel's Jade. And this is one of the very few later polishes that I have by the brand. This is called First Class Upgrape, and it's a very sort of deep but very smoky sort of burgundy plum with a bit of gold running through it. And then this is one of my favorite bright blues. This is The Sky So Fly. All right, so let's talk about these random bits over here. I have oh yeah, let's talk about this. This is very old. Who remembers Ico as a brand? Because I think they've disappeared. I never see them anywhere anymore. They used to do eyeliners. I think they kept doing that, but I know them from their nail polish line. They did these very small bottles of nail polish, and then with a different theme. This is their Vampira polish. It's the only one I've kept. It's a black with red glitter. I have two shades by Rimmel. This is Mary Mary Quite Contrary. I was on the hunt for the best grayish nail polish for a while, so you'll see a couple of those shades coming by. And this one is Rita Rouge. That's complete opposite, of course, because this is a very deep burgundy, but I had a lot of deep shades with a bit of shine to it, but I didn't have much in a cream, and I do really like the Rimmel formula, but again, over time, these are the only ones I've kept. And then this bright blue shade, it's leaning a bit more periwinkle almost, and it's by a Dutch brand called Hema. And then I remember when I first got into nail polish years ago, this was the brand to go for. Diamond Cosmetics, I'm not sure if they're still around, but this is Taupe Shimmer, and it's one of the best taupe nail polishes I've ever found. Paid Zwei is a German drugstore brand, and this is one of their nail polishes in City Love. This is like that grayish kind of shade that I was very much hunting for. This kind of fits into that category. This fits into that category. This fits into that category. So sort of like a gray tone. This is a bit more plum than the other ones, and that's what I've always liked about it. And then I have these 4 L'Oreal polishes. This is the one I wore the most, but for a while they did an off-white pastel nail polish collection. So these are pastel shades, but very close to white. So it's white with a hint of color, you could say. This is in Pistachio Draguet, which is the one I use the most. Peach Negligee, which is a very nice nude shade. I have Ocean Porcelain, which is a very nice light blue. And I've got the lilac one, which is called Nouvelle Vague, which I've used quite a bit too. Then I have these polishes over here by Ciate. And I believe that only 2 of these I actually paid for with my own money, because the rest I all won in giveaways. I have a couple of their infamous shades. Cookies and Cream. This is Sugared Almonds, which is a nice nude. This is Sherbet Fizz, which is really interesting, like reddish pink shade with a cool toned shimmer running through. This is one I bought myself. I remember this is a charcoal gray called Velvet Tuxedo. This is perhaps a little bit similar to some of the shades I already showed you, but this is Strictly Legal, and the only reason why I kept it around is because it's Ciate and because I like the polish so much. And this is a black with gold shimmer running through. This is called Twilight. And then if we move back this way, we have some more random brands here at the beginning. I bought myself a Nails Ink polish at that time when I was very much into nail polish, because I heard so many people raving about Nails Ink. This is one of the shades from their new white collection called White Horse Street. And it's that grayish kind of shade that I love. I just found that Nails Ink has terrible, terrible wear time on me. This chips within a day. This is also where I keep some of my neon polishes. I have this one by Orly. This is in the shade Tangerine Neon. Model's Own as a brand has definitely also disappeared by now, but this is their shade, what's it called again? Beach Bag. And this is one of those shades that if you have a little bit of color in the summer and you put this on, it instantly makes you look more tanned. Because I felt I needed a black polish, I kept this Bourjois So Luck polish over time. I believe it's called Noir de Chine. I used to have a red by them too, and I used to have a nude polish, and actually one of those in this same bottle I used up completely. And then I have some Sally Hansen over here. This is a Lightning from the Insta Dry Shine line. This is the only like true like sunflower yellow that I've ever tried that works well, that doesn't go on streaky, and that doesn't chip like crazy. And then I have 2 of these gel polishes by Sally Hansen. So they started doing this gel line after a while. I think that's what most of their line currently consists of, which is a bit of a shame. So you need a special top coat with it to make it last. This is Weinstock, and Tidal Wave is the blue ones. And then you have the China Glaze stuff over here. And China Glaze was definitely a brand that I think right now you can get a little bit more easily in the Netherlands, but still not the best. I think there are a couple of nail polish websites that sell it, but I think I got all of these from the US. This is Refreshment, and this is for Audrey, which is that Tiffany blue that I remember everybody going crazy for, so then I wanted to try it as well. And these are those like muted shades that I really like. This is a nude called Sunset Sail, which was from like a nautical collection they did, and this very light yellow is Lemon Fizz. Then we have one of my favorite reds of all time, Bing Cherry by China Glaze. It's a very pink toned red, which somehow works really well on my hands. And then we have Strawberry Fields, which is a pink with gold shimmer running through. And then we've got some greens here. We have Holiday. I remember buying this because I felt I didn't have like a cream green shade that was a bit darker. And then I have this shimmering one, which I believe, yeah, this is Emerald Fitzgerald. Some more neons, because I think that Orly and China Glaze are the best brands if you're looking for neon nail polish. At least it used to be. I'm not sure if there's any changes by now. This is Pool Party, which is a really nice, bright, like, this is very orange. This is a bit more coral. This is stunning in the summertime. And this is Turned Up Turquoise. And I have these limited editions, which is Sugar Plums, which is a deep red with very, very fine sparkle, which I feel doesn't really end up very well on the nail. And then I have a Metallic Gold. And we're going to do Berry M next. And as you can see, Berry M. These have a really, really great texture. I just don't know whether they still do them. I have many of these ones, the Jelly High Shine nail paints. That's what I have most by. This is in the shade Black Cherry. So I have, what's this called? This is Black Pistachio, Blood Orange. This is Chili. This is Blue Grape. This is Kiwi, Blueberry. And then we get to those white ones. This is Sugar Apple, Fondant. Ooh, Fondant, which is like a lilac-y pinky kind of shade. And I have Almond. And then I have Huckleberry, and then I have Rose Hip, and I've got a white. This is Cotton. And then I have 4 of these quick dry polishes, and these are even more pastel than most pastels I've tried. They are all named after parts of racing, I believe. This is Eat My Dust. This is Pit Stop. This is Lap of Honor. And the yellow is Stop the Clock. And then right here we have some metallics. These were limited edition. They are their molten metal polishes, and they came in, I think they have more of these, but these were the ones that appealed to me. So this like bronzy one is called Copper Mine. This is Silver Lining. And then we have Bronze Bay. I have one more Berry M polish, and that's this one. This, I believe, is in the shade Countess. Yeah, they had a shade called Duchess and a shade called Countess, I believe, in this line. And this is a textured effect. And now we're getting to my Essie polishes. I have a few of these. Essie is definitely, again, also a brand that was for a very long time much harder to get in the Netherlands. It is now just available at drugstores, but it used to be one of those brands that was like everyone's unicorn because you couldn't get it very well. Or very easily, you could say. But ever since it got a bit more accessible, I definitely bought some more. I definitely didn't hunt this down like I did the China Glaze stuff. This I think was from I think most of my Essies are limited edition, I do have to say. This is Haute Tub. Don't remember what this was, what collection this came with, but it's like a very deep, almost black shade with purple shimmer. It very much reminds me of that black shade in the Bloodlust palette by Jeffree Star. And then for some more deeper shades, this is Dive Bar. Yes, this is Dive Bar. And then they have I also have Bordeaux by them. We've got some blues. I have After School Boy Blazer, which is one of my favorite navy shades. And then I have Loot the Booty, which I've already worn again, I believe. Did I already wear this? I think I did. This is one of my favorite, like, shimmering, like, very nice, bright, fun blue shades. And these I've definitely already worn. This is Udon No Me, which is this, like, dove gray shade. It's such a pretty, very neutrally kind of shade for your nails. Very classy looking. And then I have Viva Antigua, which is, again, guess what? Really nice shade for your toenails. Then I've got some like neutrally shades as well. This I believe was limited edition. This is called Social Lights. And it's like a gray, but it has this like duochrome to it. And this is Merino Cool, which is just a really nice sort of like brownish neutrally shade. And these are my final sort of like standard color Essie nail polishes. This is like a white, off-white with sparkle running through it. Go with the flowy. This was limited edition. This is really nice on the nails. And then I have my metallic silver, and this is Après Chic, which I believe is being re-promoted. And I lied a little bit when I said I didn't have any other like glittery top coats. I actually do. These are the Essie ones that I have. This is On a Silver Platter and Stroke of Brilliance. But let's talk this guy right here. This is my OPI collection, and it is definitely a collection because I definitely really like OPI is where my heart is. That's the only thing I can tell you. It's my favorite brand. That's why I have so many. I think I have the full rainbow by them, and then this kind of like supplements whatever I don't have here, or just to have something in a different formula. But I could I very much realize I could get rid of everything I have, save for perhaps a couple of the neons, and just keep this, and I would be able to do everything that I can do. I have these organized by color, so it starts with like the lighter and neutral shades over here, then we go into some of the pastels. We go into greens, teals, and blues. Over here, I've got all of my shimmery stuff off to the side. And then here we have purples, like some brighter things, pinks, reds, and then it goes really, really dark and deep. And then I have some like limited edition minis, which I've kept in the boxes because OPI doesn't put names on the minis. I actually got this as a free gift with purchase, and I've never tried the OPI Infinite Shine formula, even though it was launched back in the day, but I was like, because you need that base and that top coat, and this comes with the base and the top coat, and then two shades that, I'm not sure if you can see that very well, but these two shades are right up my street. So that's from their Peru collection, and it features Alpaca My Bags, and Yes My Condor Can Do. Let's show you another thing that's right here in the back. My only true red polish by OPI. This is Coca-Cola Red from their Coca-Cola collection. Then this first little box here is from the Mariah Carey Christmas collection a few years ago. It's got 3 shades. It's got Silent Stars Go By, Baby Please Come Home, and Make Him Mine. And this was only released as minis in the Netherlands. I would have gotten a full size of Silent Stars Go By if this had been available. And there was a collection that I knew I wanted to get completely, and that was their Pastel Soft Shades collection. So I got the set of 4, and then I bought the additional 2 shades that didn't come as a mini as full sizes, so I had all of them. This comes with It's in the Cloud, Stop It, I'm Blushing, It's a Boy, and this cost me a mint. I do have to say that of these pastel shades, these 4 are also my least favorite. The 2 that I have full size are also my favorite. Let's talk glittery goodness then. I've got 3 of these, but the other one is going to come up later. But I have 2 of these like liquid sand polishes over here. This is from the Burlesque collection. No, this is from a Mariah Carey collection. I'm not sure what collection it was from. I'm terribly sorry. I think it was Mariah Carey. The Impossible, and this is Jinx from a James Bond collection. These 2 I should show together because these are very similar. This is from the Spider-Man collection called My Number One Nemesis, and this is The World Is Not Enough from a James Bond collection. These 2 are from the Muppets collection. Who remembers that? This is Designer D Better and Warm and Fuzzy. So these 3 also belong together because these were part of a limited edition Christmas collection. This one is all sparkly and gold. I think, was that? I'm not sure. Wondrous Star. And this is Comet Closer. Oh yeah, this one was part of that too. So I know Comet Closer and this one, which is Superstar Status, I believe also came in the same collection. This one needs a lot of shaking up, but this is Shine For Me, which is a like silver and blue glitter top coat from a 50 Shades of Grey collection. And then I have 3 sort of like randomy things here, which I also picked up very randomly. And these are truly like top coats. These don't have a lot of base pigment to them. This is from the Hello Kitty collection, and it's this really, really nice like purple shade with lots of different glitters to it. This is called Pile on the Sprinkles. And then we have Let's Do Anything We Want, which is like rose gold shimmer, but with white sort of, I'm not sure if you can see that very well, but it has this like white sort of squares to them. And this is Pirouette My Whistle, which I believe was a collection that they did together with the New York City Ballet. So I've got two of these neutrally shades right here at the start. This is Do You Take Layaway, which is from the Hawaii collection. And from the Brazil collection, I have Don't Bossa Nova Me Around. And then I've got some brown shades here as well. This one in the middle is Tickle My Francie. This is Over the Taupe, and this is Sant'Antonio. And then I have grays. I only have two grays. I have a creamy gray, and then I have one with a duochrome, which I hope the camera picks up. This is Cement the Deal from 50 Shades of Grey collection. And this, I believe, was part of the Fiji collection, or like an island edition. It's called I Can Never Hut Up. And now, I'm not sure anymore what collection these were from. I remember this yellow being part of that pastel collection. This is One Chic Chick. Yes, I got the name right first try. Well done me. This is Susie Shops and Island Hops, which I believe was again from some other collection. And this, oh yeah, that's from the Hawaii collection. And that's Hilarious, was also from the Hawaii collection. Which, yeah, so I believe this is also from that pastel collection. This is I Am What I Am at This, which is like a very light purpley blue kind of shade. And this is You're Such a Budapest. And then we have blues. And these are all the blue shades that I have. I have, what's this called again? This is Show Us Your Tips, which is more like a periwinkle kind of shade. And it's got like silver sparkle running through. And then over here we have, oh, what's this called again? I always forget. Oh, Susie Says Feng Shui. And then we have these blues. This is Yoga Ta Get This Blue. And we have Give Me Space, which was limited edition. Then we have two greens, and this has very badly shifted because it's one of my oldest ones, but it still works when you put it on your nails. This is Greenwich Village. And then we have Mermaid's Tears, which is one of my favorite OPI shades. It was limited edition in the Pirates of the Caribbean collection. And last but not least, in this section are the two teals. This is one of the newer ones. I wanted something that was a bit lighter. This is, I believe, from a Viking-inspired collection. This is That a Spear in Your Pocket? And this is from the Carrie Hilson collection. I believe that's what she's called. This is CIA Color is Awesome. Because originally I only owned this, and this is It's a Grape Fit, and I always felt it was a bit light. So I wanted something darker, and I wanted something that wasn't a cream, but that had a bit of shine to it. And got some more purpley shades. I didn't realize that I already owned this. This is from a Norway collection, I believe. This is called Turn On the Northern Lights. And this is a bit sheer. It does take 3 coats to go on opaque, but it's like a deeper purple with like a very interesting duochrome to it. But these I ended up buying the last time I placed an order. This is a nice set of pipes from the Tartan collection last fall. This is a really nice sort of like gray tone purple. And these are sort of like the same kind of polish, but slightly differently. This is what's on my nails today. This is Purple with a Purpose. This is Samurai Breaks a Nail from last year's summer collection, if I'm not mistaken. I've got some bright things over here in the corner. So I've got That's Very Daring, again, one of my oldest OPI shades. I love this in the summertime. And then I have these two bright ones. This is from the Hawaii collection. This is Aloha from OPI. And this is Hot and Spicy. And then over on this side, I keep some reds. I've got what's this called again? First Date at the Golden Gate from the San Francisco collection. I have We the Female, which is a really nice deep burgundy kind of shade. I believe also from that Washington Carrie Hilson collection. And then I have another really old one, I'm Not Really a Waitress. And I've got some more pinks here. These are from the Burlesque collection though. This is a duochrome. This is called The Show Must Go On. And then I have Let Me Entertain You. And now we get into deep and dark territory. This is Diva of Geneva, which is like a darker version of like a purpley, like what I'm wearing on my nails today, which I already wore again because I was like, oh yeah, I like it. This is Every Month is Oktoberfest, which is like a black with a red sort of shift to it. It's very interesting. This is Teasy Does It, which is sort of like Every Month is Oktoberfest, but then with actual sparkles running through it. It's not a sheen. I wore that as well in the previous weeks. And this is Sleigh Ride for Two, which I'm sure was part of a Mariah Carey collection. We have these three. This is one of the most famous polishes by OPI, I think. I never tried Linkin Park After Dark, but this is Linkin Park at Midnight, because this was a bit deeper, a bit more outspoken. And this one is also very badly shifted because it's one of my older ones, but this is My Private Jet. And this is another one of those liquid sands ones, and this is one of the very few that I have that is not a shimmer. This is a blackened purpley base with a black matte, like, particle running through it. This is from the James Bond collection. It's called Vesper. So there you have it. Those are all of my nail polishes in my collection currently. I think I have a really good array here. I think I have all the colors of the rainbow. I can do everything I want that I could possibly like do with a nail polish. So for me, this is sort of where it stands. I'm happy with what I have, and that's why I think that I won't be doing an update anytime soon, because I'm just going to enjoy these polishes now and sort of do my nails as often as I can, because it's definitely something that lockdown has sort of brought back for me, is doing my nails. Who knew? Who knew? So thank you very much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more by me. I don't think I will be doing a lot of other nail polish related content, but I do make other beauty related content in case you're interested. And I do so 3 times a week over on this channel. So I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!